Yeah. Okay. I actually really don't know. How do we... I wish it's also strange you can't actually change time. I think it's because Frontier is a British company, so they want everyone to have it. You know, there's actually... It's funny. I hadn't even thought about that. But the same thing occurred to me with Colossal Order is, I think, a Finnish company. And in City Skylines, there's a San Francisco map. And... you know, I live near San Francisco, so I'm like very familiar with what the weather patterns are. And I just remember playing that game, and I was like, there has never in the entire existence, or at least the last whatever, you know, 100 years, I guess, maybe something, been this much rain in San Francisco. And I was like, but it might be that from the frame of reference of somebody who lives like in Finland or in the UK, they don't consider the possibility that it actually does not rain that much anywhere. And I was just like, and you know, which is odd, because you kind of, in my mind, you kind of choose, at least in City Skylines, you kind of choose the map based on your expectations about what the climate may be. But yeah, I mean, you might be right. It's that, like, from the frame of reference of a UK developer, like, this is not an unreasonable amount of rain. But yeah, again, it's great that they're going to let you turn it off. It's just very strange to me that that wasn't something that was available from the outset. And I'm probably more burned on it because it was a problem in City Skylines as well. But at least Frontier is going to fix it, versus Colossal Order has said they're not going to fix it, which is unfortunate. Or at least that's the last thing I heard from them on it. That does look pretty good with the lights and everything. I feel like part of it, maybe cynically, I feel like part of it is that they were so proud of the technology, they want to make sure everybody saw it. But, I mean, this is crazy. This has been programmed poorly. Well, yeah, maybe. I wouldn't, this is just my take. I don't think it's a bug. I think it was a decision that was wrong, which is that, because I think the rain itself works well. I mean, there's no question that it looks incredibly convincing. It's very, very well done. It's just that the policy about when it shows up, the human decision about that, just didn't seem grounded in reality. Again, as a person experiencing the finished park, it's a different thing than like trying to build it. But trying to build it, this is like, it's like, what is happening here? It's like building in a monsoon. I mean, this is crazy. And it also, on top of that, it's not great. Like, I can imagine what it actually looks like on stream. It's like probably it's making it even like harder to see what's going on, which I additionally don't like. And there's nothing you can really do. Like, I can stare at it. I can make it go faster. And then the rain's really going crazy. But I can't even see off the time where it ends. So it's like, whew. It's nice that you can go under here and it stops. Like here, this is nice. Whoop. Sort of. Oh my god. Like, this is nice. Well, it's not quite rotating. Yeah, it's actually kind of nice down here, honestly. Let's kind of hang out here. Appreciate the reflections. It feels like early access. But once they get the game up to Plenty Code 1 standard, it'll be amazing. Yeah. No, I think they will. I mean, I think, honestly, based on what I saw in I don't know if everybody saw the what do they call it? Frontier Unlocked? Is that what they call their streams? The stuff that they showed, considering the game's only been out for 3 weeks, something like that. It seemed like really good progress for 3 weeks. So I'm confident that they'll address all the issues. They're also very heavily, I think, financially motivated to make it succeed. So I don't think it's an if, I think it's more a when kind of thing. But at the moment, You know, I'm just trying to like, I think it's just a combination of factors. It's like, ooh, although that does look really nice, doesn't it? It could be another one that, like, I'm also familiar with, like I kind of come from a related industry. And sometimes the how well features demo can kind of get in the way of the like rational thought about how people will actually use the features, you know, because everyone that's making this stuff is they're people at the end of the day. Like it's like humans making decisions. So, you know, people can misjudge things and all that kind of stuff. So it's like understandable. And sometimes, you know, the other thing is like, it can be hard as somebody who maybe actually recognized that this was a problem, but they were maybe more junior and they didn't necessarily feel comfortable like questioning somebody else's perspective on it, which is like another factor. But you know, it'll only be a problem for so much longer. So trying to keep that in mind. It's just at this particular moment, I've been trying to edit something that's like very complicated, and it's like it's extra problematic. Okay, so if we can put, let's see, let me grab one of these things. I'll try to do some inside decorations then. Let's grab this. What's this thing called? Viking wall light. Okay, hang on. Let's not do that. Scenery. How often do I get crashes? I don't know if I've actually had a single crash. I can't actually think of a single time it's crashed. It's been extremely stable for me. Okay, how about this? Ooh, that looks super nice, huh? Let's get in here. Let's work our way in here. Whoa, okay. Got launched out. Actually, maybe that wasn't in the best place. Okay, let's try that. Let's see how it looks. Looks pretty solid. I'll maybe move this in a bit more. Whoop. Camera darting around. Okay. Kind of want like maybe an overhang light here. That's a bit much. Could do another one of these. Oh, it stopped raining. Oh, no it didn't. That's just under covers. Coaster crashes. More likely in career mode. Yeah, I was playing career mode initially, and I had non-crashes, but a lot of simulation bugs, which were just like people weren't going to work and stuff like that, or like weren't like, you know, like the mechanics weren't maintaining the rides, things like that, which they acknowledged in the live stream, so they definitely know about that issue. What the heck? Why did that happen? What? Why am I getting launched across the map? Weird. Oh, maybe because I'm over the ride? It's interesting. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good. little tunnel there. I like that. Random screenshot. Oh, that's the tourist. Herno, were you around for the tourist? I think it was before you hung out here, right? Game crashes where game shuts down. Yeah. Tourist is an interesting game. 90% of the game is amazing. Unfortunately, the problem is that the last, like, I would say 3 rooms of the game are insanely difficult. Like wildly more difficult than the rest of the game. And so at some point I was just like, you know, I can't play this on stream because it's like not fun to watch. And so I just stopped playing it, unfortunately. But yeah, but the rest of the game is fantastic. I could easily recommend it to anybody as long as they're okay not finishing it. It's just it's like, it's funny because it goes from like a very like chill, the graphics look very Minecraft. And it's almost like light Zelda with Minecraft graphics and some like light like platforming. And then the very last bit of the game is like extreme difficulty curve for platforming. And yeah, and it was complicated with the fact there was actually a problem with my controller. But even after adjusting for that, it was still very difficult. So, but I mean, great game. And I don't regret playing it at all. I just couldn't quite finish it because I ran out of like ability to do it basically before you watched. I think I maybe still have it in the highlights. Oh, dude, Venom, how you doing? Thanks so much for the raid. How you doing? It's good to see you. Let me hang on. Let me do a shout out real fast here. Let's see what you're playing. Oh, you're playing Splatoon. Were you just doing PvP or were you doing any salmon or anything? Forgot your Switch at home over Thanksgiving, so I did Splatoon today. Nice. Oh, so get this. I don't play much PvP at all. Like I'm like barely okay PvP. I think I'm currently like A+ and I've been S before. And so like everybody talked me into playing PvP a couple days ago, just like as I think it was like Thanksgiving or whatever, right? I was like, oh yeah, and it got a bunch of people from chat that like have a ton of experience. And they're like, it'll be fine, And I got matched with Chase and Yump, and I didn't know really who they were. I mean, they're streamer, or at least Chase is a streamer, but they're like, no, they're basically god level players. Like they're like the best there is. I was like, oh geez. So that didn't go super well, but I hope you have better experiences. There's Big Run next weekend too. That'll be really fun. Been there. It was fantastic until I liked it. Yeah, it was just. I mean, I walked onto the arena and died. Walked onto the arena and died. That's all that happened there. Okay, my cat thought it was okay to just slash my knee because she wanted to be there. That was painful. Hey, good to see you. If you need to take off, don't worry about it. But feel free to hang out. We're doing. I don't know if you've seen this game. It's Planet Coaster. We're currently experiencing a monsoon, and I've been talking about the fact that the major game update that's coming lets you turn off the rain, but for the moment we're having to endure the rain. However, we do have a really nice park over here with a lot of like great rides and stuff, including like a Mario Kart inspired ride over here. Let's see if this is running right now. Yeah, we can jump on this actually. Hang on. There we go. Try a different guess. It's like a race through the mountains. Pretty nice. I'll try to change the time actually. Back it up a little bit. Pretty nice. So there's like a whole bunch of rides over here. Built this all on stream. Yeah, sorry about the monsoon. Like, I wish I could do something about that. Wheel of Fire is another ride. Got this nice pool area over here. More or less all this was like placed by hand too. Got this like really nice, oh, here's the river boat ride. this like cave eating area that everyone enjoys a lot. And then a rooftop pool and a bar with flume and cable cars. There's something blaring the Wilhelm scream in the background, Peely. I actually don't know about that. That's a good question. I didn't hear it. Good old Steam backlog. Yeah, this is I played a little bit of the first one. Like from a like graphics perspective, like visuals perspective, this is like a huge leap forward from the first one. From a simulation perspective, it's still pretty buggy. So I'm just playing like creative sandbox mode, and I'm having a good time. But the simulation part's pretty brutal right now. So yeah. So we're also actually. So what I've been working on is this new area over here. By the way, for anybody that hasn't been here before, thanks for hanging out. Welcome. I usually do 2 streams a day. First one is usually Splatoon, and then the second one is usually some kind of building game. And right now it's Planet Coaster. So usually a couple hours a day on each one. Hang on, let's see if I can do this. This is the area we're working on now, which hard to see because of all the rain, but it's going to be like a kind of like a Pirates of the Caribbean style setup, with like caves and stuff like that. But there's like a flume ride actually here. Let's back up. It's going to get a little bright here. We can jump on this real fast. Somebody said this looks like the Slenderman family, which is pretty funny. They are riding this in the rain, to be clear. So there's like all these like, go down in the cave, pretty nice. The graphics are incredible. The graphics are really, really good. But it's taken some learning on my part to figure out how it all works. This is actually kind of terrifying riding with these things now I realize it. So anyway, there's a crazy number of rides you can build too. It's like a crazy number. Like all of these things. And that's just the coasters. Anyway. And then there's tons of space to build with. Only just kind of scratch the surface. So once the monsoon's over, should be able to get back to it. Anyway. Been messing around with the waterfalls and stuff too. That's working out pretty good. Placing some shops. We'll open those at some point. Pretty laid back game for the most part. Gonna do some coasters at some point, but we haven't gotten there just yet. It does look actually pretty nice from above too. Kind of the drone shot. There's a lot going on. Gotta redo all this too. This was the first stuff we did. And definitely need some help. But let's see if we can see. Yeah, it's unfortunate the rain is so intense right now. So yeah, at night it looks fantastic too. It's like all lit up. Cable cars. Just putting some lighting in to try to like lighten this up. Trying to figure all that out. Sorry, I had to get my cat to not grab the mic wire. Okay. So I'm going to go just a little bit longer, trying to tweak some of the lighting and stuff, but then I'll be back at it tomorrow. I think maybe that's good. Let's try that. Ooh. They've got, did I already say this? There's a big update coming on December 12th that's going to improve a lot of stuff. So this is the very first kind of big release. I've already mentioned that. Where are we going to put this? How about this? Is that right? Maybe not. Actually really need, yeah, we need somewhere to control the strength of the lights. Ideally. That looks pretty good. Let's try that. It's pretty nice. About this. Whoop. How about that? Actually, I could put the, maybe it's better even than this. Let's do some, what are they called? Oh, these things. Yeah, this might be better. That or this, maybe? Oop. I think this is actually better. Do these scale? Oh, they do. Got the torrential downpour. Let's see how that looks from a distance. Oop. Pretty good. Okay, let's move this. I always forget to put garbage cans down too. Gotta do that. May have been a mistake to open this in Seattle. Okay, how about we just line it there? Is that good? Oh, we could actually put this along the top. Actually, you know what? Let me take a break from this. Let's go back over here for a sec. I realize I need to think about that a little bit. How about... Let's take a ride on this. Seat. Row. Oh, is there nobody on this right now? I wonder if they could actually build this like a real roller coaster with fire on it. Or maybe they have. I feel like it's viable. Okay, might get bright. Fair warning. Okay, that looks pretty decent. Do you think we need something here? Maybe some stuff like this? Not sure though. What do we got? What do we got? These things? These things? Oh, this might work. Bramble bush? Maybe. Reeds? Who doesn't like some good reeds? See how that looks. Looks kind of ridiculous. I don't know if I buy that. Yeah, it needs some kind of overhang. This just looks too exposed. I could try to light this down here a little bit better. See how that looks. Oops. Okay, bro. Let's rotate. Okay. Sure. Is that good? Yeah, it would be. Well, let's see. Let's turn this up a little bit. Ugh. Oh, the waterfall actually looks pretty nice there. Yeah. Okay, so then the question is, for this thing, where are we going to put the queue? Where are they going to get there? How are they going to get there? So if they come across... Let's see. We actually want to be pretty close to the river ride so that they can take the boat to the other boat, basically. So there's this thing. How are we going to do this? So it could walk this way. And then... I guess maybe the queue underneath? Is that the right way to go? Because we need an exit ramp, but also the queue itself. I guess, okay, so I guess there's a more basic question, which is, how are they going to get over here? Are they going to walk this way? Are they going to walk this way? Or are they going to take the boat, or both? Probably. I don't know. Let's try to see how this is going to look here, though. Also, I wonder if we could just spice this up a little bit. Is that better? If we do a bunch of those. Oops. Seems better. Yeah, I think it's better. Oh my god. This is sunny. This has got to be a bug. They all say sunny and yet it's just raining constantly. Okay, that actually I think is looking better, honestly. Let's try grabbing this. These temperate rocks.